So tray tables in your upright and locked position, and join me in welcoming Mark Zinder.
The president of his
Mark Zinder is a principal of Mark Zinder and Associates.
He is the former national spokesman for Franklin Templeton.
Say you want a revolution.
Present my good friend, Mark Zinder.
Medical science says if we stop drinking, stop smoking, reduce our caloric intake, and start exercising, we can actually add 2 years to our life expectancy. I say, who cares? It's just 2.
The key point is, can you connect with the audience? Can you get in their head, and do they understand what it is you're trying to say? It's not about alphas and betas and R squared. It's who are you and how can I help you do better at what you do?
I'm going to show you 2 slides. And when I show you these 2 slides, everything will make logical sense to you, and you will be as optimistic about the future as I am today.
What does this tell you about where we are?
Well, John Templeton always told me, you buy at the point of maximum pessimism. You buy it when nobody else wants it, right? You don't buy it when it's high, you buy it when it's low. So I don't know what's going to happen in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. But in 3 years, if things improve, then you're fighting bargains right now.
Here it is. What we focus on filters the world around us so aggressively that it limits what we see. Does that make sense to everybody?
What does it take to get right there? What does it take to get to the very top? I'm going to teach you the secret right now. See, we're climbing this metaphorical ladder. And there are people up on the ladder looking down at you. They don't want you on their ladder. And you put a hand on that rung, and they're going to stomp on your hand, and they're going to knock you off the ladder. What you have to do is you have to dust yourself off, get back on the ladder. This is going to happen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. You want to know what the secret to success is? After you've been knocked down 5, 6, 7 times, can you get back on that ladder with the same level of enthusiasm you got on the first time? You want to see what it takes to be successful? I'm going to show you right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen these periods before. It's called the evolution of a revolution.
Let's bring in former Franklin Templeton bigwig Mark Zinder.
Joining me now is the CEO of Mark Zinder and Associates.
Let's bring in Mark Zinder.
The market doesn't like uncertainty. They love it when they know what's going to happen. I remember working for Sir John when he made the 10,000 by 2,000.
Mark, it's great to have you here. Will you come back again?
Absolutely.
The favorite part of doing a presentation is making people laugh. I once learned that people retain 7 times more information if they're laughing while they're learning. So rather than just having an hour worth of economic data and financial data, I tend to throw in a lot of humor, just once again to keep people entertained.
I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to point to somebody. And if I land on you when I say 10, I want you to come up on stage just for 2 or 3 minutes. The U.S., there's a rule, we may be entering another recession. The Fed has said they may go negative on negative interest rates. I just want you to tell me how you're preparing your clients and your prospects for a potential negative interest rate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Don't look at the guy. Don't look at the guy. All right, 6. Is your heart palpitating a little bit? Or your palms getting a little sweaty? 7, 8, 9. All right, I'm not going to do it. Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Right? That's what's holding you back. You find that comfort level. Hey, what's the number 1 fear in America? Number 1 fear in America? Public speaking is number 1. What's number 2? Death is number 2. Death is number 2. Which means if you're going to a funeral tomorrow, you would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy. That's what that means. You gotta want it. You gotta have heart. You gotta want it. Who are you? What makes you different than your competition? What's that 1%, 1 degree difference, right? Decisions are made for you all day long. what time you have to be at work, what time you get to eat lunch, what time you get to go home, what you have to wear. You get to make a handful of decisions. One of the decisions you get to make is, do I go through life positive? Do I go through life negative? That's your choice. You know we default to negative, right? Why do we default to negative? 50,000 years of evolution. You're being chased by a lion. I need to go run up a tree, right? You default to negative. You have to try to default to positive. I'm going to show you how to be successful because I've met some of the most successful people in the world. This is the success cycle right here.
Ways I have. I'm a magician. I've been doing magic since I was 13 years old. And if I showed you a magic trick right now, you go, oh my gosh, how'd you do that? And if I showed you how I did it, you go, oh, that's so simple. And my presentation is also very similar to that. Is what I'm going to show you is so simple to implement once you know the secret.
We have Carrie Strug. She runs down the runway. She hits the springboard. She does a somersault. And she falls to the ground. Y'all remember this? And breaks her ankle. She gets back in line. Oh my gosh, she's going to try. The commentator, she's going to try this again. Oh no, she can do permanent damage. No, she's going to try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, no one would have blamed her if she would have turned back. But no one would have remembered her either. She stands back in line. She's got a broken ankle and 2 torn ligaments. She runs down the runway. She hits the springboard. She does a somersault, and she nails it, right? Look at the look on her face. She pulled that leg up so she can get scored. And then she drops to the ground, and she's pulling herself off the mat. She's waving Bella Crowley off. Score comes up. 9-7. And she won, and the Americans won, and they pan the audience, and everybody's crying. I cry when I watch the darn thing. Why do we cry when we watch that? Because that day, you didn't see something good. That day, you didn't see something great. That day, you saw something outstanding. And that's who you are. That's who we are. That's who America is. When we fall down, we get back up.